Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to a special edition. Am I overusing the word special edition? Of course I am. A special edition of Stump the Idiot. We are live on Twitch KocoSports. We are archived, not on Koco Plays, but KocoSports, where we talk pro wrestling with my tag team partner of the Idiot Express, Boom Boom. We just had a watch party of AEW Rampage on KocoSports Twitch, so make sure to check that out. We're going to answer a few questions from the chat, including one from the Twitter machine named Golden Star Alex, and then, boys, Tokyo Ninja Turtles. It's a national holiday. Make sure you check it out on YouTube Koco Plays and Twitch KocoSports. Booms! Welcome back to Stump the Idiot. How have you been, my friend?
Yeah, it's great. Great to be here.
All right, so here we go. First question by Golden Star Alex, all right? If AEW one day does a show at TIAA Backfields, a.k.a. Jaguar Stadium, when the Jacksonville Jaguars play, I should have let Golden Star explain this. Which of these two matches do you think would be a better main event? All companies permitting. All right. You got Kenny Omega versus Okada, Kenny Omega versus Ibushi. Hold on. You can't fucking lose with any of these fucking matches. I tell you that. You can't. Oh my God. I don't know. This might be the toughest question ever. Booms? I'm going to give you the hot tag, and then I'll probably play devil's advocate, but I love both these matches with all my heart. I have an answer. Go, Booms. You go first.
I like them both because I felt like Okada Omega 4 was something we were supposed to get but never did, so that's still sitting on the shelf. But I honestly think maybe there'd be more intrigue with Omega versus Ibushi, just because I don't think Kenny's actually beat him. And I think there'd be a lot more hype around there. You know, there's Kenny Omega. You know, he's been Wrestler of the Year. He's had these 5, 6, 7-star matches. He's been champions of multiple companies. Hell, he held the heavyweight championship for 3 companies at the same time, but he's never beaten Kota Ibushi. Can he finally get that monkey off his back? I think that one would sell.
All right. I'm gonna Lee Corso you this on this one because I was like, I have no idea what I'd want, and then it came to me. It came to me just the way my girlfriend walked by the screen. Here we go. I say Kenny Omega Okada. This is why. No. Not so fast, my fellow friend. You just got Lee Corso. I just
feel like you were just doing that to be contrarian.
No. I actually, as soon as I said boom, boom, talk, it came to me like a vision. Omega Okada has happened in Tokyo. It hasn't happened in America. Omega Ibushi's the Golden Lovers. I think the Tokyo Dome would appreciate that match more. So I think Omega Okada in Jacksonville, Omega Ibushi at the Dome. That's what I'm saying. Because think about it. For Okada Omega, you don't really have to tell the Americans that. You're like, the greatest match of all time is now on American soil, and then talk about the records. But Omega Ibushi in America, you have to explain the story over and over and over again. Where Omega Ibushi, Tokyo, you follow what I'm saying? So because Okada Omega has happened in Japan, and Omega Ibushi is so much in Japanese wrestling fans' hearts, they're the Golden Lovers. You know what I mean? But do you follow me on why I think one should be in Jacksonville, one should be in Tokyo?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So that's my thing. So I'm going Omega Okada. You know, I love Okada more than a straight man should. He just made an appearance. Hey, I love you too, Koco. Thank you. But Booms. I love you, Booms. Booms is like, I leave news television for this. But yeah, so I go Okada, Omega. But anyway, all of them 18-star matches on a Meltzer scale. You know what I mean? It's going to be amazing. And I just can't wait for Kenny Omega to come back and be healthy. But yeah, that is what we think. All right, we're going to go to the chat. Golden Star Alex says, that's why I think Vince will only sell when he's on his deathbed. Vince will never retire and will die with his company. And we were talking about this. We'll ask YouTube. We were talking about this on Twitch earlier. Right now, WWE corporate is making sacrifices of their future to be profitable today. And it's a risk. And anyone that knows just a tad bit about business, check out our friend Wrestling Ranted, who knows a lot more about numbers than I do. The moves they're making is the type of moves that looks like they're going to sell the company. Now, it could be Vince McMahon's just greedy and he doesn't care about the future and just wants those numbers now and hope it bounces back. It's a bit of, it's a bit of a gamble. Risk it for the biscuit, as Bearfriend would say. Boom, boom. Do you think Vince McMahon would ever sell WWE? There was Disney rumors, but I don't know how legit those rumors were. Booms, to you.
Well, I know Vince has said that he would never retire. Now, I don't know if that's still the case because I know there's times that we say a lot of things, then we get a little bit older, and we're like, oh, fuck, no, I'm not doing this shit, no. So, I think maybe what WWE's doing is trying to get their house in order, trying to get out the redundancies, trying to start cutting the budget, make the numbers look good because I think they're turning big profits every quarter. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but man, they're making some, impressive numbers every quarter. Not every year, every quarter. I could picture because if they think about it, I mean, Disney got George Lucas to sell the rights to Star Wars, so if they can do that, I think Vince McMahon would be willing to sell WWE. But we're talking like he'd have to get Star Wars money.
Yeah, and the mouse. I don't know how many people have Star Wars money besides the mouse these days. The mouse is buying everything, Also, we talked about this on Twitch. We're just going to recap for YouTube so people understand. We said there's two extremists online. Only two. And two views. And one is WWE will never, ever, ever, ever go out of business. And if you look at the numbers, that is not true at all. And there's also the extremists that they're going to go out of business in a year, 2 years, 3 years. That's most likely not true at all. And Fortuna X22 says there's too many other entities involved with WWE and more important making money from WWE for it to go out of business in a year or two. And I agree with that. There would be a parade of people coming in to buy it before they went out of business. Heck, Tony Khan would 100% buy WWE before it went out of business for good. And that's 100% true. All right. There we go. Curious, though. Do you think with the way AEW keeps bringing and release WWE talent, are they able to keep doing well? Yes and no. If Booms, if you don't mind, I'll go first on this one.
Oh, please.
They can't be Dixie Carter. They have to choose wisely who they sign, and it has to fit their image. That's why I'm hoping that the great wrestlers go to, AEW, and the more entertaining big guys go to Impact. They have to know what fits their content. They've already made some mistakes, in my opinion, but most of the time they're hitting home runs. I mean, I thought Mark Henry was a mistake, and he's doing amazing at what he does, But Taz, even though we got Hook, JR, the Hardys, that is very Dixie Carter-like moves. But, Adam Cole and talented wrestlers like that, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. But guys like that, no, it blends in with their product. What you don't want is you don't want the Booker T's, the Mankind's, the Scott Steiners. You want people that fit this system. And I think he's doing pretty damn good. Now, here's the thing, too, and I've mentioned this before. A lot of people are like, oh, you stole WWE's talent. Oh, everyone steals WWE's talent. Statistically speaking, that is a lie. That is a lie. When it comes to Impact, when it comes to WWE, when it comes to Impact, New Japan, and Ring of Honor, and AEW, it is propaganda given by WWE that people buy into. Statistically speaking, WWE has stolen more talent than anybody. But no one mentions that because they're the number one company and, in the world right now, but people are catching up.
I mean, remember the Undisputed Era? Basically, that was their Ring of Honor faction.
Yeah. So there is and You know who fucking helped WWE more than anyone? Dixie Carter. This conversation doesn't happen if Dixie Carter didn't Dixie Carter. Kids, this is an important lesson in life. We got to go big screen for this one. Nah, no big screen. Because it's kind of common sense. Never go full Dixie Carter. Never go full Dixie Carter. As long as he doesn't go full Dixie Carter, he should be good. Anything else you want to add before I go back to the chat, sir?
I understand where people are coming from, but
yeah,
if they're a big enough name and that you can get a return on your investment, it's fine. If they fit in the system, that's fine. But AEW isn't doing like what TNA did, because to pull a TNA, pulling a TNA is like when you bring in Orlando Jordan, who was like a mid carder in WWE, and then thrust him in like a higher spot. Or God, who else was? Yep, Scott Steiner was another guy. Well, yeah, that got thrown into the main mix there at the time. AEW's not doing that. I mean, look who all they brought in. They brought in Christian. Is he at the top of is he main eventing? Is he competing for the championship? No. Is Matt Hardy? No. Is Tony Nese? No. Is I'm trying to think of other former WWE guys. So no. I mean, they're having them go through their system and seeing where they fit in. But yeah, let me make a better analogy. I picked this up from Dutch Mantel. Dutch Mantel did. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm just not going to go through it. Dave, I'm stammering and stuttering right now.
No problem. So all right. Fortuna also goes on. Is it a business model or just different? It is different. He just has to skirt the line. We were also talked about AEW moving to TBS. I don't think it's going to be that much of a factor. Booms, do you think it'll be a factor?
It'll only be a slight bump.
Yeah, I don't. There might be a bump in the beginning. It might be a drop in the beginning. But overall, I don't think it changes the plans that much. I mean, the TNT title seems a little weird. Golden Star says, NWA World Championship Wrestling live Saturday night at 6:05 p.m. Eastern on TBS, the Superstation. Sam Besser got promoted to the Tokyo Ninja Turtles. Player safety. Gotta love that. Shout out to Tugi. There you go. Real Tight Spot says, hello. Sarcastic Sip says, wait, Koco. Congrats on the check mark, my guy. Thank you so much, man. I'm very lucky and very happy. We are a partner on Twitch. We're coming for you next, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. It's me with another question. All right. RPM says, it says, hello. It's almost done moving into new house. Congrats, RPM. To repeat my thoughts about WWE selling, if Vince does sell, and that's a big if, but if he does, I feel like it would only happen when he's on his deathbed, because I don't want to see someone ruining his company while he's still alive. Yeah, he's the only one that can ruin his company, and he's doing a great job. Sorry I missed the watch party tonight, but I still watched the show. Rick, I love you, and I'm going to let it slide, but you cut me deep. Watch parties on Twitch, KocoSports. Make sure you're there. WWE's talent all comes from somewhere else. Not everyone is performance center protected. Hardly anyone is. Exactly. So there you go. Boom Boom, you're getting sleepy, and I think I'm going to be playing some hockey on stream. Is there any final thoughts you have? Also, 3 more days of work and then Christmas break. 4 more days, 4 more months of 4 more months of work, and then I'm going to become a full-time content creator. So YouTube, we're coming for you. Boom Boom.
Well, I just realized a week from today is Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas. Do you want to do the Christmas video separate, or do you just want to go with the yearly tradition right now, or should we tease it for a future video that we might forget?
Well, we could usually do the year in review, but I don't know if we're up for that.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. AEW was awesome except for tonight's Rampage. New Japan has great athletes and booking problems. Reviewed, done. Now, what are you asking Wrestling Santa? You know what? That will be the question of the day for you, YouTube. And if Boom Boom and me remember, we'll make a special video on it. If we forget, this is the video. All right, YouTube and Twitch. If you could ask Wrestling Santa for anything, what would it be? All right, Twitch, you stay right there because we're going to continue rocking and rolling. YouTube, make sure you check out Twitch Coco Sports. Twitch Coco Sports. If you like us talking pro wrestling, check out YouTube Coco Sports at just Twitch. With that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.